that's what the only reason I really bought this palette is for that marble. I really wanted to see what it is. And it performed. And then everything else said, oh, we're going to perform too. And I was like, oh, okay. So far, 2022, this is one of my favorite palettes, hand down. Am I feeling blue today? Am I feeling pinky today? And if I'm feeling yellow today? And they'll give it to me. Hey y'all, welcome back to watching Nelly Doing Things. Y'all, I'm back to talk about some new makeup. You guys can see about a few days ago, I did upload a close-up swatch of this palette. It is the Morphe X, hopefully I'm saying it right, NYANE Fierce Fairy Tale Artistry palette. But y'all, before I jump all the way into this palette, don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, which is Nelly Doing Things. And as well, don't forget to leave a comment below. And on top of that, guys, don't forget to hit that notification button while you're down there as well. Y'all, I can't wait. Let's jump to this palette. All right, y'all. So right off the bat with this palette, I'm going to just say right now, the packaging is immaculate. I'm going to read what it says on the back real quick, guys. Chanced and unapologetic. This fairy tale starts with you, whether you dream in gorgeous gangsta golds or baby bear blues. These fantastical shades are ready to save the day with a bright burst of color. So stop staring and strike a pose. Find your happily ever after in every bold swatch and swipe. XOXO kisses from NYANE. So starting right off the bat, y'all, this was $30 even. And the outer packaging of this, which I love, they have the different shades of the palette that she wears. It has 2 different lips, 2 different eyes, has 2 different hair. Like it has the whole vibe of her whole palette in the front alone. It gives it away what you're about to dabble into. And I love that. I've never seen the front of a palette that looks like this and they break up all the looks that you can get with it right at the front. Giving you that whole vibe of what you're about to get. It is amazing. I really do like this. I was like, this is unique. I haven't had a palette with a cover like this ever. So when you open it up, we don't have a mirror, but it does say right here inside what I read you, and it does show her on the side. It gives her all the 3 looks. We have a pink vibe, green vibe, and an orangey yellow vibe. And then y'all, of course, you get 30 shades, y'all. You heard that right. 30 shades for 30 bucks. So pretty much $1 each a shade. Love that. They have literally a yellow zone, they have a blue to green zone, and they have the pinky to purple zone. Y'all, this split up of the colors is amazing. Y'all, I can't wait to dabble all into these colors and really break them down. But y'all should already know, I came up with 3 different looks this time just to show you guys each section of what I got from each. So if you guys want to check it out and see what I got with it, just stay tuned. Starting off with the pinky, we're gonna start at the end here. So the pinky side, I did come up with this very cute pinky look. I did use a lot of the colors in here. I mixed a lot of the matte pinks. One thing I noticed about this packaging too, this palette, it looks like it's supposed to be laying to the side for you to read the shadows a little better. So it's like the pink at the top, blue in the middle, and the yellow at the bottom, because the eyeshadow colors are like on the side rim, like on the right side of this palette. That's the only thing I noticed with this palette. I was like, that's kind of odd. I really wish it just was at the top or everywhere around. I don't know. It's a little bit different. I was like, why is it to the side like that? So do I have it on the wrong side? But I think it was meant to just open like this and read. Fariki, I believe, and then the Fairy Tale shade. So the mattes in this palette, y'all, I'm gonna say right now, just like the light pinky right here, it is very pigmented. To me, they have some that are powdery, some that aren't. But overall, the mattes are very pigmented. The shimmers are very, very soft, buttery. And I was a little bit shocked. I was like, oh, okay. I thought it'd be like, you know, typical little shimmer, nothing too crazy. But it was very pretty. This Fairy Tale one is a very, very pretty shade. The next two, it is Gorgeous Gangsta and NYANE Cat. Very, very gorgeous. They do show up on the eye. They do stand out. They are very much different pinks. This one's more of that vivid, I want to say like a deeper hot pink, and this one's like a light magenta. It's interesting. And then we have a Violet Flame and then Temper. Temper is one of the pinks that is still pigmented, but they didn't stand out as much as the other pinks. And then the Violet Flame, this is the most beautiful shimmer. It is a purple pinky swirl. It is so smooth. It's like silk. It's like silk. It's so pretty. It is so smooth on the hand. So I put that on with my finger too. I use a brush as well, but with the finger, it's really, really good. This is like silver glitter burst in the mix of that maroon, deeper purple pink. It is very beautiful. I feel like this, if you even do it with your finger, it kind of gives like a little star burst of like silver with that purple on your skin. I think that one would be actually pretty as a highlight with some deeper tones because it has that little sparkle, but it has that cool purple in it too. And then the Strange one, this is a very, very pretty, it's like a lilac. Yeah, like a lilac matte. It's very, very beautiful. I was like, oh, when it popped up on my skin, I was like, all right, it works for me. And the last shade out of the pinky purple area is the Unapologetic and Pose. That Pose, a beautiful, beautiful deep violet. We already know. Unapologetic, this is a very pretty deep purple shimmer. Let me see. Yep, that one's a pretty, it's like more of a, actually it's like a lilac shimmer. It's like a little bit deeper. I don't know, it's nice. So this area, I feel like the pinks did a little bit better than the purple. But so on to the green and blue section. Let us see. The first one at the top, Eye Roll and Young Metzi. Eye Roll is a beautiful matte with pinpoints of shimmer. That one is a very pretty shade. The sparkle does show up and the matte stays put. So this one I was like, ooh, that one was a nice one. That really did get my attention. And the Young Metzi one, that one's like a typical mint green. So it wasn't like too much ooh ah, but it did show up. So I was like, okay, those mattes really did stay put, even if they had shimmer in them, like the Eye Roll one. Barladuc, hopefully I'm saying that right, and Banji. Banji actually was a drier shimmer. I was quite shocked, and I was like, I feel like that one should have been so buttery and pigmented, but it really wasn't. That one was very much a typical shimmer, and I was like, excuse me? I was like, I did not like that. I was like, wait a minute. Barladuc was a very, very beautiful blue shade. That is a very bright, it's like the sky blue, bright sky blue color. It's very, very pretty. I really want to smoke my eye out with that color just to see it on its own, just because that color did stay put and was very, very nice. So these are very much primary colors, like that typical green, like kind of a little bit evergreen, and then it has that deep, deep cobalt blue. Those two colors are pigmented as hell. Literally, you have to blend and you have to be careful with it. Those colors pop. So on the eye look that I got with it, more that winged, because those two do stay put. Once you put them in place, they stay put. I feel like blending out those two shades, for me, guys, blacks, blues, and dark greens like that, a little harder for me to blend out. It takes a lot longer, and I'm like, ugh, I ain't got time. But when I need them to stay put, they stay put. So that's what those are really good for. 90s Thriller is amazing. On my waterline, it was very, very pretty, nice and deep. 90s Thriller, first of all, the name is fantastic. It fits it really, really good. Evergreen, but it seems like ultraviolet a little bit. It's like a mixture of things. Interesting. And then She Bad. This one is, I believe this was really good. Oh, yeah. That was really, really pigmented. At the end of my wing line, I did put She's Bad. And that one, it really was like that kicker at the end to have that light green faded out. That one's a beautiful shade. It's like a neon light green. It's really, really cool. Jin Shi. And then Bazaar. Bazaar was kind of, Bazaar is nice and smooth. It's like a nice green shimmer. But it's kind of like a, I'm gonna say a washed out olive green kind of color. It's interesting. Bazaar actually has that glitter shimmer, that gold throwback in it. That one actually does have extra pop to it. And then the last Jinshi, this one is right there in the waterline. You guys seen in my look. This is a very, very pale green, very, very much matte. It stays put once you put it in place, just like those two darker colors. Again, they're so pale of a color, but it shows up on my skin and it stays put. So it gave me exactly what I was looking for. And it faded into this darker blue so beautifully. It was so good. And the last section is the look we got today, y'all. So the first two shades at the top are Silence and Boo Bear. Silence is more of a typical, very, very much typical, like a beige matte color. It is very pigmented. Again, it stays put. All these light mattes I've noticed on me, they've showed up on my skin beautifully and they stay put. And it doesn't take long or a lot for it to show up. So be very light-handed with these. Now, y'all on this channel, you know I'm very, very, very picky about my yellows because my undertone is more golden and yellow. So usually nothing shows up on me with yellow if it is not good. She shows up, she's very light. I put her in the front of my eye today and she's very, very light. I wish she was a little bit deeper. But next section, she said, I got you. Chai latte, please. That's what gave me this orangey yellow fantasy. This is what gave me the yellow look I was looking for. And then the shapeshifter, I put that on the bottom of my waterline and she popped. So these two in this row was fantastic. Gave me exactly what I wanted. But this one actually gave it to me, which I thought that would be a little too more orangey, but it actually still gave me, can you believe y'all, the background is yellow. The background's yellow, so I love it. I love it. Yosa, hopefully I'm saying it right. That pale, 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 pale. So very much pale. Yellow. I love these light pale mattes in these palettes, y'all. They're fantastic. I use that right in the front of my eye today, and she is beautiful and sitting. I love the shade so much. I haven't said in a palette in my life how many pale nudes or pale mattes I like. They're so, so good. This one is just chef's kiss. And then the next one is a baby bear. So this one is more of a neutral, a little bit milk chocolatey brown, y'all. Have to admit, I was a little shocked with that color because usually browns are easier to pop on the skin and blah, blah, blah. That brown was a very soft whisper of a brown. I put it in my crease right here, but it just slightly is like, okay, here's a little bit of brown. So people that don't like too much of a deeper dark chocolate brown, you want something that's like a little muted, a little softer, you'll love this shade. I was a little surprised because I said, where's my deep chocolate brown? I'm so used to that. Where is it? So this did change it up a little bit. I was like, okay, I still like it. Like I said, it's lighter. It takes a little more to build up, but it is definitely still lighter, milky chocolate. M is a very pretty transitional orange. So that matte did pop. It did give me the transition between the yellow and the orange, so it's not too stark of an orange and yellow, you know, separation. And then the Stop Staring, I used that on my lid with just my finger, so it is very pigmented, y'all. This is a very coral, peachy, golden color. It's very, very pretty. Palessa, I'm saying it right. And the Juice Baby Girl. That is a very cute name. This one is, it's like a light peachy sparkle. It's very cute. It's very soft and buttery again, but this shade wasn't too wow for me. Yeah, it's like a champagne-y peachy kind of nude. That's a really pretty one, but it's not nothing that really pops out for me that I'm like, ooh, I needed that. Not really. I mixed the two on my lid, but overall, you Stop Staring. That one's the one that popped on my lid. And then the last but not least is the Juice Baby Girl. Juice Baby Girl. So y'all, this is the overall Juice Baby Girl on the top of my lid and the bottom. This is the orange that pops, y'all. And it did its job. I said, ooh, that's a pretty orange. I said, okay, orange is coming through. I really love this look that I got. I feel like it was so easy and effortless with this side of the palette. Ugh, I loved it. So when you break down each and every section, I feel like the looks I got, they all gave me good looks, y'all. They gave me all good looks. All of them were very easy of a look. Besides the blue and green, took a little more time, more precise lines and angles and whatnot. But I knew it would. So it was like that doesn't penalize it. I feel like the yellow section, I love warm colors, y'all. It just stood out to me. It was easier. I just built up and it got me back into oranges again. I forgot how much I like oranges. So I was like, that got me together again. And the pink was so much fun and a little bit of purple on the lid. It was so much fun. I was like, I always love my purples to pinks. It's really, really cute. I feel like the middle section is extremely more pigmented than the pinky and the yellow side. I do admit that. And then the pinky side to me has more pretty shimmers and shifts, but then the yellow section has more of that neutral, like, you know, it's gonna be a cute look. So I feel like this palette, if people that want to have colors, very bold colors, it'll give it to you in the middle. If you guys like more the girly, cutesy, you want to say a little bit of just the pinky purple shift, the kind of springy colors, you would definitely like that pinky purple section. And if you like more warmer, neutral colors, you would love the yellow and orange section. So y'all, this covers a lot of ground for people, what they like, especially undertone, pops of color, if you want something more neutral, if you want more shimmers, more mattes, this breaks it down. Overall, the palette, y'all, I feel like the mattes performed the best, hands down. But the marble shade right here is one of my favorite shades of the whole palette. I was like, oh my God. I remember I was looking at it too and I was like, okay, it's the marble. We'll see if it's any good. I swatched and that's always good. That silky putty kind of shadows, I'm like, oh, them things gonna hit. It's amazing. That's what the only reason I really bought this palette for that marble. I really wanted to see what it is. And it performed. And then everything else said, oh, we're gonna perform too. And I was like, oh, okay. So y'all, this palette overall, it gives you so much variety. And I said, give it to me now. I seen it. I was like, I love it. Because it was just so good. I was like, the packaging of it all was like, I'm into the vibes. I like it. The layout, the color stories. I wish I could pronounce a lot of these names. I can't, but that's besides the point. All I need is the colors to pop and be cute. So this palette, it really does set you up, especially the different moods, undertones, the vibes, what you're going for. It really gives it to you in 3 sections. It just breaks it all down for you. I love this palette, y'all. It's so good. I knew I was gonna love it. I knew I would. So y'all, overall with the palette, I do recommend people to grab this palette. It is a very, very good palette. I've been following her on Instagram for years. And when I seen she finally got a collab with Morphe, I said, oh, this is gonna be good regardless. I said, even if she collab with Maybelline, anybody, you know, like her makeup looks be on all the time. I knew this was gonna be good. I was like, when you can do your makeup good yourself, you know how to write out a color story and a palette and a whole shebang. This was a really, really good palette, y'all. Like I said, I do highly, highly, highly recommend you try it. Get it. You're gonna really like this. You can mess around with so many colors, so many mattes in there that are fantastic. 30 shades for 30 bucks, and then you get all that different variety. Like, definitely take my money, give it to me now. The name is really cute too, Fierce Fairy Tale. Yeah, they got that right. It seems very whimsical, but then also very fierce, like they said. It's a very solid but whimsical palette. I believe it is very much affordable. Get it from your local Ulta or Morphe, y'all. I got mine from Ulta, like always. So guys, thank you for watching me, which is Nelly Doing Things. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, which is Nelly Doing Things. Oh, and also guys, don't forget to leave a comment below. So y'all, I wanna know in the comments below, are you more of a warmer tone? Are you more cooler tone? Are you more pinky purple tones? Because that is its own tone. And as well, guys, don't forget to hit that notification button before you go. You guys already know what I'm about to say. I will catch y'all on the next one. Bye, y'all. Bye.